Well, I guess this would be a little different. Hey, how's it going? I guess this would be considered my first attempt at a build video. Well, to reiterate, a ghetto build video. A very ghetto one. Well, I shouldn't say very. I mean, I took a couple of... Yeah, we're getting ahead of myself. First thing, this build is for a friend, not for me, as I already have my build right here, Echelon. Yes, I named my computers Go Fuck Yourself. And this one, this is interesting. I'll get to this in a few seconds. I was very close to going AMD again, because this one thing, I'm getting really ahead of myself here. This is a mini ITX case, and I wanted to go AMD again, but there was a problem. They don't make an AM3 Plus port for the mini ITX builds. I don't know, maybe they get too hot or whatever. I'm not sure there's technical aspects of it, but it is what it is, and I would have ended up going to the FM2 Plus port, and I was really close to getting an Athlon 845. How close? Well, I'm getting ahead of myself again for a few seconds here. I have VisionTech DDR3 RAM. That's how freaking close I was to going FM2 Plus. And as of this video, I should have to tell you, RAM is very freaking expensive right now. And I was happy to get this for 37 bucks. But since I'm going Intel, the LGA 1151 port with Kaby Lake, I had to go DDR4. So, that had to be counted out. But I would have flipped this, but I figured I'll just toss it into my computer when I get bored. I mean, I already have 12 gigabytes, but yeah, I guess 16 probably be overkill, but it's fine. I don't feel like selling. Now, enough of the rambling. As far as this build, I call this Project Green Machine. It is right there. Yes, I name my computers like I said. Oh, I'll just get into, I guess I should get into the parts as of now. Let's see. Alright, to confirm just how ghetto this actually is, the CPU will be the G4560, the Kaby Lake processor. Well, I believe the cheapest one you can get with Kaby Lake. Alright, so yeah. Usually I really wasn't that big on getting a dual-core CPU to start them off with. But if I went to the FM2 Plus port with the Athlon, I was thinking 845, it would have been... I probably would have did him a little bit of a disservice, because like 4 or 5 years, he would have had to rip out the motherboard, the CPU, and the RAM to get it to upgrade. There's really no place to go with the FM2 Plus port. As of this message, it's pretty much dead after the 845, I believe. But with LGA 1151, I suppose he can at least get an i5 down the line and keep upgrading, so he has a place to go. I thought it was a fair compromise. At least to do him the best, do my friend the best service. Oh, and as for the friend, he's this guy.
What the fuck is this? Is that shit? Look, they're eating shit!
Yep, that guy. Now, let's get on to the build, because I really am getting off track and everything, but I like doing things unscripted. Scripting things out is just not fun for me. Alright, and again, alright, back to it. The motherboard. The ASRock. We got the ASRock H110M ITX AC Mini ITX motherboard. Alright, the thing about this, you would think it is actually been confirmed that it was BIOS to Kaby Lake, as it was made in April, and I believe Kaby Lake was released in January 2017 this year. So since it was created in April, it's in its badge on the box that it supports the 7th gen processors. I shouldn't have to worry about a BIOS update. because that's one thing I really don't want to do. I've seen too many things can go wrong with a BIOS update. Okay. Next, well, DDR4 RAM, nothing special there. The brand name escapes me at the moment. I'll just skip that. Either way, RAM is stupidly expensive, as I've said, but suffice to say, I got it for $50. And yeah, 8 gigabytes for $50, that's actually a decent price at this point. Sad to say. Alright, now going on. For the SSD, it's the Intel 320 series, 80 gigabyte. Yeah, not that impressive, but oh come on, do I really have to tell you how expensive SSDs are? Well, maybe I do. But yes, but the point is, you know, all you needed was just enough to run Windows, because it being the boot drive is paramount, is of the utmost importance. Now, what else? Oh, this is an interesting one. The Hitachi Ultrastar. No, it's better yet to simple out. I'll just simplify it. Alright, for this, I basically gutted my old Hitachi TurboDesk Pro external drive that was 1 terabyte because I couldn't use it. It was being used for Wii U storage. Yes, a fate worse than death. Because it doesn't work with Windows 10. And I love Hitachi as a brand, but to put it bluntly, they gave up. People kept telling them that the Hitachi TurboDesk Pro does not want to work with Windows 10, and I guess they swept it under the rug because as far as I see online, there is no more attempts to fix this problem. And I don't think it'll ever work with Windows 10. So that's why I decided to gut it and repurpose it in this new mini ITX build. Now the thing about that is, I'm going to most likely send this to Windows 7 to ensure that that hard drive will work. I mean, as of now, Windows 7 is still supported. So here we go. Alright, what else? Alright, the GPU. I mean, this is a gaming computer, so we're going for the Zotac GTX 1050 Ti. And funny story about that, I got it for basically the price of a regular 1050. I mean, a guy was selling it because he took it out of a pre-built rig he bought, and he didn't want to, I mean, let me back up a second. He took it out of the pre-built rig and it was never used, as he immediately shoved a 1070 in there. So yeah. So got it for a great price. That's I think that might be the price I'm most proud of here. And we get to the case, as a Z103. I'll make sure to give you guys a better shot of it. The Asa Z103 case. I kind of like it. It kind of looks like a video game console, really. And the thing is, the one I bought, he actually modded it and put little coasters here so you can lay it down like it's a console. And I really like that. So that was a cool little mod that was put on it. And let's see, what else? The power supply, this can actually accommodate ATX power supplies, full-size ones. So I went with the Corsair 430 CX430M semi-modular power supply. Usually I would have went 500, but this is mini ITX, and by multiple load calculations, I see it coming up to like 200 watts under load. Unless my friend tried to Molex a PCIe connector to accommodate a giant card, because this can support video cards up to 11 inches. I don't see him torturing this power supply. But either way, worst case scenario, he could just rip it out later when he wants to upgrade that. But yeah, it only didn't go 500 because I got this for $32 because it was in a guy's closet. It was literally in the guy's closet and he never used it. So yeah, for semi-modular, that's just perfect. And yeah, the $11 for, I guess, nothing much to mention besides $11 for an optical drive, a DVD CD writer drive, in a slimline adapter, so I can actually use it. Because it's a slimline optical drive, it needed an adapter piece to be put in. And that's pretty much it. I think I mentioned everything through all my innate rambling. What else? Wait, just a second. Yeah, it seems like that's everything else, unless I jump cut this later. Alright. Anyway, this should be kind of fun. I hope to God it doesn't blow up. Because there's always a possibility. But either way, it seems like it should be good. I'm kind of proud of this, and I can't wait to get started. And I'll try to document as I'm doing it, little by little, not the full entire thing. Because I don't want that many distractions when I'm doing it. You know, that's how dumb things happen. Very dumb things. And I'm not going to lie, I am a very clumsy guy. So, as it goes on, I will be documenting it. Like maybe do a bunch of jump cuts and everything. Just to see how it's going. And we'll see where we go from there. Or maybe, hey, either you get to see a new build come together, or you get to see the electronic equivalent of a snuff film. Because, hey, it's always a real possibility. Alright, thanks. Let's see what happens here. Something I forgot to mention. The final price of this build comes out to $415. As of this video, PC Part Picker puts the build around $460. So, you could say I saved quite a bit here. I mean, I guess, considering. But let's see how, let's see how it all turns out.
Okay, the once confirmed just how ghetto this actually is. Bam. I don't care what anybody says, ice cream buckets are perfect for storing screws or any other computer crap. I mean, if you want to be, like I said, ghetto about it. I just love using them that way. Okay, looks like I have everything set. Modular cables, CPU, RAM, SSD, mini ITX. This board needs a special adapter here, a PCI riser or ribbon. That's the only way the build's going to be actually possible, to connect the GPU to the motherboard. Here. And let's see. As you can see, I have most of it. I had the power supply in already. And the fan. I got to take these brackets off, 4 screws here. And 2 more here to get the drive cage out. I already have that hard drive I talked about installed. I got to take it out and put the SSD into that. Or find the way to. It should be easy enough. Let's see. So yeah, so far so good. I'm going to try to take this slow and see how things turn out. Alright, get back to you soon. I almost forgot about the GPU. The GTX 1050 Ti. Zotac. Yep. That 2 is already installed. This is what's going down so far. Alright, my first time messing with an Intel CPU, so I pray to God, or anything that's listening, that I did it right. Let's see. And yep, still got a lot of crap to work with. Think I'm about done. I'll handle cable management afterwards to make sure it turns on. But I guess I haven't run into any really bad problems yet. And I consider that lucky. That's where I could have gave better instructions on how to do this or handle this. I'm gonna have to come back and tighten that up. Alright. Yep. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done. One problem is, these front panel connectors to the power jumper. There's only a power switch in the front panel connector here. I can't seem to get it on no matter how hard I try. Gonna need somebody to hold a magnifying glass while I do it, because I cannot aim these pins for the life of me. If you can see them right here. Yeah, just the positive and negative. Then, let's see. Then I put this on. Put the optical drive in. It has the adapter on it already. The slimline SATA to SATA adapter right there behind it. And then I should be done once I connect it. One final hurdle that I guess I'll deal with later. I can't hook up my mass storage Hitachi hard drive yet. I'm going to need to get a Molex to SATA power adapter. I have in his modular PSU, there's one, you get two SATAs for the SATA port. There's another SATA cable, another group of two of them, but not another cable for it. Unless I wanted to put, I can't do that. Basically, it'd be stupid and dangerous to put it in CPU 4x4 over here. That's not an option. And I'm leaving the PCIe cable out because the GTX 1050 doesn't require a PCIe port. So to save some room, like I obviously need to, I'll just leave it out for now. But yeah, it seems like I'm in the home stretch to see if this thing turns on or not. And good luck with that.
Okay, this is an update, I guess, on Green Machine. And this is, the short of it is, turns out that power connector I was talking about, yeah, that was a lot worse than I thought it was. Worse as in the power switch is broken, damaged. But I guess it could be worse. I prefer this a hell of a lot more than the power supply blowing up in my face the second I jump something. But either way, that just causes a slight change of plans. I decided to order a universal power switch to replace the entire thing. Well, just the switch, not an entire case. Right now, just a universal power switch to replace it. And while I was at it, I got the the Molex to SATA power connectors. So I can plug in the two hard drives, the SSD and the HDD, along with the optical drive at once. So yeah, while I was at it. So I guess that's $14 more to it. So that doesn't exactly kill me, but bad things happen when you're doing this. Anything can happen. And if this taught me anything, when you're building a computer, never ever get pissed off. That's a surefire way to break or damage something. So I just kept calm and thought about it and figured out how to solve it, which is a hell of a lot better than the alternative. Alright, I guess next time you see me, we'll see what happens. I wish my dick could be this hard.
Alright, here's where I am at now. Okay, I just Amazon primed the two parts I needed. First up, new power switch here. It's already connected to the headers. And I couldn't really get the P LED positive and negative in. Might let somebody with better eyesight or a less clumsy hand get those last two in. I really have grown to hate front panel headers. But they're not as hard, and the strange way, they're not as hard as I thought they were. Another thing, this actually had a PCIe bracket with it right here, but this is mini ITX, and the two PCI slots right here are occupied by this GTX 1050 Ti. See that? It actually, even though it's a mini card, it takes up two slots. But so I was thinking, I routed through the hole that's right here that I was planning to tape up anyway, because I hate holes that big in a computer. I assume it only has that opening because the card's not that big in the first place. I'm assuming it's supposed to take up that gap. Another thing, I wish to my knowledge ahead of time that I knew before Amazon Prime did, that people aren't too big on Molex to SATA power connectors. Yeah, I get that, and I'll have to watch closely, assuming this thing turns on and works properly, that it doesn't like blow up in my face or burn up or melt. But it's not going to power a HDD or a SSD. Those are hooked up normally. It's going to just power this optical drive here with the SATA, slimline SATA adapter. So I hope that works out. I'm going to keep a close eye on it, assuming this actually turns on and works properly. So I have to cross that bridge when I get to it, because I'd hate for something to be burning up in there. Now what else? Seems like that's about it. Everything seems hooked up. Just need to make sure right quick that the CPU fan wasn't going to get caught in the wire or anything, because the cable, as you can see, the cable management is still terrible. And that's the least thing on my mind. I just want it to turn on. And it's pointless to zip tie and bother with cable management and being neat if the thing's inevitably gonna blow up and not work, basically. So the only thing left to do is, since I'm so positive, I'm going to try to stay positive. Unplug Echelon here. It's on a dual monitor setup. Oh, looks like I'm offline Steam. And move it to the side and put Green Machine here and plug it up and hope for the best. Okay, wish me luck. Okay, moment of truth. I'm anxious, and something's telling me, part of me is telling me that this thing's gonna blow up sky high the second I turn it on. But I'm hopeful I did everything right. And it's just so much crap, especially with the power button. Whew. But I don't know what else to say. It's just, I seriously pray this thing works. Just please don't blow up in my face. Okay, here goes nothing. Project Green Machine. Ah, that looks pretty. Oh shit, we got life. Oh shit, please. Oh shit. It actually works. Holy shit. Okay, I guess next I'm going to install Windows and see what happens next. Wow, I was so happy about this. Oh, my morale was kind of low going into this after all the stuff that went wrong. And it's actually fucking cut on. Oh my. Oh, that's a load off. You cannot believe how relieved I am to see that damn screen. You just can't imagine. Oh, I know I look like crap, but that's just how much this has gotten to me over the past few days. Oh. Whew. Alright. Guess I'm gonna go install Windows now. Catch you later. Okay, just a quick update. Everything seems stable. No random shutoffs or anything like that so far. Installed Windows 10. I know people have controversial opinions about Windows 10, like how it essentially glorifies spyware. About it, I disabled most of those tracking settings accordingly, and even the hidden ones they don't tell you about. So I should be alright on that front. Who really cares? Let's see, what else did I forget to mention? Right now I'm just installing drivers using the program Sim Drivers, which is great. In fact, hold on a second. Yeah, keep going. So far, it seems like everything is recognized. For one thing, the graphics card has to be recognized because the HDMI is going right into it from the get-go. There is one problem I hope is solved by drivers. The audio is disabled unless I put a headphone jack in. I think if I remember correctly, that would mean it needs this audio driver update I see in the line on some drivers. See if it changes and recognizes the TV's audio after the fact. Let's see. And yeah, everything seems to be going alright, as can be. For one thing, the Wi-Fi, those ghetto Wi-Fi antennas that I badly put up, they're working. Has Wi-Fi right there. And yeah, everything seems to be recognized, and it's going pretty much 90% okay, maybe 10% issues, which is a lot better than what I expected. Until next time. Okay, back. Another update for Project Green Machine. Let's see. I suppose I'll start off with... I end the last update video showing me updating NVIDIA drivers. And little did I know that was going to cause a bigger problem than I thought it did. For the past 48 hours or so, my graphics card would not display properly. Right now it is, let's see, GTX 1050 Ti, but for the past 48 hours it was displaying as Microsoft Basic Graphics Adapter. And I tried, and it was frustrating. I tried everything from uninstalling Windows 10 to Windows 7 and trying it, running execute files individually, running every individual NVIDIA driver I could think of, like GeForce Experience, because I was using, my main computer has R9 380, and I'm using the Radeon AMD graphics drivers. So yes, it was kind of really pissing me off because I couldn't figure out how to get through this. So after over 48 hours of troubleshooting, uninstalling and reinstalling programs, clean sweeping drivers, literally, I'd say 10 times before I tried different methods. I was soon told by one person on GameFAQs to try just installing the Creators Update. And it actually worked. So the main thing to take away from this update video is, the one thing I take away from this is Windows Creators Update actually fixed something and not caused a problem. Because I noticed everybody been really critical of it as of late. But it did solve my problem and get my graphics card noticed, because I was thinking it was defective for a while. But that's very good right now. So where I'm at right now is installing programs. And next, I guess I'm going to get to trying some benchmarks. But it's not going to be anything special. I'm going to get a few of my more demanding games, and see what this thing can do. I'm excited to try that out, especially after such a annoying troubleshooting issue. And I hope I don't run anything that bad again. But yeah, everything seems like it's smooth sailing from here on. Hopefully something else could happen. But right now, everything looks okay. Everything looks good. Alright, I'll get back to you and let you know how it is. The next video will most likely probably show some benchmarks. Then I'll cap it off with a closing video. At least that's the plan. Alright, thanks for keeping posted, and until I see you next video. Or next update, more like.
feel crazy when niggas cross you. It feel crazy when niggas cross you. It feel crazy when niggas cross you. All alone, who can you trust? No one to talk to. Gang.
Okay, back to me. Well, it seems like now we've reached the end. And I want to close this with a little bit of a story. So yes, I'm going to ramble just a little bit more. But I might as well get it over with and end it on it, uncap it off with this. Alright, when I was building my first computer over here, Echelon, right there. Green Machine is obviously what I'm using now to record this. When I was building that first computer, I had a little accident. Well, long story short, my dumb ass dropped the CPU. And for those who know, the AMD CPUs have the pins on them. So I bent like 40 in just one split second. And yeah, that really took my morale away. And not only killed my budget to repair it, because I did have a hard budget then for the first build, but yes, it utterly devastated me from a morale standpoint. It made me honestly not want to do this again. So we come back to this build job trying to, supposed to be for a friend. It wasn't just about giving him a nice computer that he can use at a decent price, where he'd most likely get fucked if he bought a pre-built. It was my way of redeeming myself, because I felt like I really could have done it, even with bad vision, even being clumsy as hell. And you know what? Even with shit like the broken power switch, and everything else I put up with during this, I am very proud of myself. In the end, I did pull it off. It's working right now as I talk, and I'm recording this video on it. No sounds, it's nice and quiet too, which is a nice plus, despite the awful cable management. Which reminds me, while I'm like I've already admitted, I'm not that great at cable management, but I do have a bunch of zip ties, and I have used them for things like that cord for the extra power switch I bought. I might go back in, and I at least want to make it so there's a nice little route to the RAM in the CPU. There's enough clearance to get there at least. I can at least zip tie around that, but other than that, yeah. And back to the story. So yeah, this whole experience and like getting a second chance to prove that I can do it by myself and without any major fuck-ups, because compared to the dropping the AMD CPU to a broken power switch, I wouldn't personally group them together, and I never did throughout this one, throughout Project Green Machine. So yeah, and final things I want to say, I'm very proud and surprised by the performance and how quiet this thing actually is and how it looks. And this one's to my friend here that I'm building for, TJ. If you're watching this, I just want you to know this was fun and I enjoyed myself, but you better pay up, because I did go through some shit. And if you don't pay up, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a Luigi sticker from eBay. I'm going to put it to the side right here. And I'm going to keep this bitch for myself. So you better hustle that money up as fast as you possibly can. For real. That's the black side of me talking. Whew. Now, Wells. It looks like that's about it. Now, I covered everything I wanted to cover. All things considered, Project Green Machine is a success. And I like that I got to redeem myself, but I can't imagine doing this a third time from the ground up. When it comes to things like upgrading, taking a motherboard out of Echelon or something, or sticking more RAM in, like upgrading one thing at a time, I'm good for that now. I've proven that much. But from the ground up, I might not do this again. This might be actually my retirement from complete computer building. But at the end of the day, I still have a new little skill, and I capitalized on it. So to everyone who put up with my innate rambling for however hell long this video is, and I'm sure it's going to end up probably fairly long, thank you. And I hope you had fun watching me act a fool. One last thing. Hey TJ, as for how much I'm going to charge you for this thing, you know, I'm not really sure. It came out, let's see, the final price comes out to like $425. It was originally $415, but then there's the incident with the power switch. And let's consider that my fuck up. So yeah, let's just deduct that. Now, as of now, I've been thinking about it, but I'm not sure on the final price at all. And you know what? In the end of the day, it all depends on the mood I'm in.
It all depends on the mood I'm wearing. It all depends on the mood I'm in. I can be beautiful or truly outrageous.
It all depends on the mood I'm in. I gotta take this shirt off. Alright, thanks everybody again for watching. Peace.